Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade compost. It's super easy. You just need a few ingredients. You collect them over time, and this enables you not to have to buy fertilizers, not to have to buy chemicals, and really minimizes your cost out of pocket of what goes into your garden, as well as the amount of waste that you throw away. Okay? The first thing that you want to do is keep all of your green waste. Everything you bring off of your beds, put them in a bin. Everything you don't use in your house, like all of these scraps here. So you've got tops of strawberries, eggshells, coffee grounds, pomegranate rinds, orange rinds. Now you only want to put organic stuff in here, so if you buy your citrus fruit at the store, don't put them in here because they wax them. But if you grow your own food, you can put even more of this stuff in there. So save this. I put all of my fruits and all of my vegetables, and all of my greens that we bring off of the yard after we wash them. We put them in a big Ziploc with a bunch of air in it, put it in the fridge. That keeps it fresh for a long time. The next thing I do is I save all of these gallon Ziploc bags, and that's what I put this in. So these don't go to waste, they get used 2 times, so I think that's an okay use of plastic. And then the third use is I put them in the recycle bin for the municipal waste, and then they recycle them again and put them into turn them into something else. Okay, so the first thing you need is green waste. The next thing you need is brown waste to make really good compost. So you need combinations of green and brown. You can let some of the leaves dry, and that's technically brown waste, but what I do, I recycle the cardboard. So you want to make layers: green waste layer, brown waste layer, green waste layer, brown waste layer. Say that 4 times. Green waste layer, brown waste layer, green waste layer, brown waste layer, green waste layer, brown waste layer, green waste layer, brown waste layer. Now your grass clippings, everything goes in there. Usually I have about this much green waste to 1 layer of cardboard, and that seems to work pretty good. And I'm going to show you how I do it. Behind me here I have a 2-foot wide by 4-foot long compost bin, and it is 4.5–5 feet high. And I'll have another one of those, and I fill this up in about 4 months. After this is full, I'll turn it into another one the same size, and after about a year I have really awesome compost that is free. Basically it's just my labor, my time, and it's awesome. Now here in Southern California where it gets really hot, it's super important to keep your compost moist. If you live in an environment where it rains and your compost is wet a lot, you might have to keep it dry. Here I have to keep it moist. How do I do that? I add water to it on a regular basis. You don't want it soggy, but you do want it moist, so all the bacteria, the microbes, the insects, the worms, the bugs, all the things that break it all down need to eat. So here I add water. I also keep a roof on it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like inside. I wear gloves because I got some dirty stuff going in there, and I'll show you. And I'm also going to show you how I strip down a box, get all the labels, the packing tape off it, tear it up into smaller pieces, because I think it decomposes quicker. The more surface area that you have exposed, the edges and the ragged edges, different layers, it's easier for it to break down. So let's go look inside the compost bin. As you can see, there's all different stuff in there. Leaves, small branches, tomato plants that have been chopped up, cut up. You want to chop up any of your big stuff like cabbage plant stems, branches, chop up your tomato plants. So all different types of stuff. When you get your cardboard egg cartons, rip those up, put them in there. Alright, this is a small, older planter that I keep by my garbage cans. And what I do is periodically throughout the week, I throw all the trimmings from the garden, as well as the yard, as well as any of the plastic bags in here. Now I just leave the plastic bags closed so we don't get a bunch of flies and what have you around them. And then I take it when I go and put them in my larger compost bin. It makes it really easy and streamlines the process. Any of these larger stems like this, like these tomato plants, you want to cut these up because they'll break down a lot quicker. Tomato plants are a great thing to compost. They break down quickly and they have lots of nutrients in them. Let me show you how easy this is. So the last layer I had in there was green waste, so now I'm going to do a layer of cardboard. Here's an Amazon box. I know we all get lots of these every week. You don't want to put the tape in there, so let me show you the easiest way to break it down. And I have no problem giving the landfill some of this cardboard by making my life easier by just using around the tape if it doesn't want to come off easily. So I'll go around the tape, put it in a pile, and simply give it to the city. So there you've got your tape. Try to get it off, but if it bites you like it always does, I just come right down the side. I'd rather give up some material and save a bunch of time, because as you all know, time is your most valuable commodity. So that's basically it. Cal to help the breaking down process. So I like to put a layer of water in there. Now I start throwing in some of my bag stuff. I'll clean this up later. Some cabbage, pomegranates. The nice thing about this, when you compost all your waste, you never feel kind of bad about things going to waste, like your fruits and vegetables, because you have another use for it. Break these up, stems, cut them up. It's important, keep your fingers out of the way when you're using pruning shears. Now what I've got in here is cardboard egg cartons. Rip those up into little pieces, almost drop the whole pile. Rip those up into little pieces, these cardboard egg cartons. Now I could just dump that bin in there, and if I didn't have grass clippings in there, I would dump it in there. But grass clippings can kind of mat up together and make it hard for the water to get down into the layer. So you want to spread those out. Cabbage plant, you want to break those up as best you can. And then just start spreading it out in there. Got to get your hands dirty, people. You want to make good compost. Old root balls, save those, break them up. You want to cut all these up. I'll do that off camera. Those are decomposing pretty good, but those are a bunch of old tomato plants. Tigerella, one of my favorite. If you haven't grown Tigerella, you should try it. For the bomb. Alright, I'm past the grass layer for the most part. So I'm going to leave this bad boy in there. Give it a little bit of water all around. Take off the gloves. Alright, here's what it looks like down below. a nice layer of green waste, and now I've wet it down really well, and now I'm going to put a layer of brown cardboard on top, and then we'll be done. Remember, you want to try to keep it even. Cover all the areas. Any of this stuff on the side, here I'll try to sweep it in. Just use a piece of cardboard. Try to keep it a little tidy. Waste not one, huh? Underneath, little spot right there, kind of tuck it in. Remember, it's not rocket science. Just do the best you can. Every time you get better. Trust me. The more you do it, the quicker it gets. Now I want to water that layer of cardboard down one last time. Let it rain, baby. Clean off the sides a little bit. And it's alright if you get wet when it's 100 degrees out. 10 o'clock in the morning. Pop the cover back on. It's as easy as that, baby. If you learned something, like this video, it really helps me out. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That really helps me out. And don't ever be intimidated by making your own compost. The stuff you get in the store anyway is not always that great. You can see varying results depending upon when you buy it, where you buy it. It doesn't matter. So have a great day, get your hands dirty, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.